the Madras High Court, where a group of lawyers are staging a protest demanding the immediate withdrawal of the three bills that was introduced in the parliament by Union Home Minister Amit Shah, repealing the IPC, the CRPC and the Indian Evidence Act and naming the bills in Hindi and Sanskrit. The lawyers, of course, says this is a violation of Article 348 of the Indian Constitution, and that is the reason why they're demanding an immediate withdrawal of these bills. In fact, several slogans being raised at this point in time by some of the senior lawyers who are practicing in the Madras High Court, and the placards that they're holding, one of it, of course, says that the criminal justice system is for everyone. Stop imposing majoritarianism, be democratic in bringing laws, stop meddling with the constitutional mandate, hold nationwide debates on these bills, send it back. These are some of the demands that these lawyers, of course, are raising at this point in time. And across Tamil Nadu, we are seeing similar protests taking place amongst lawyers. And even today, the Madras Bar Association had also passed a resolution where they objected to the renaming of these bills, and they've expressed their anguish in the manner in which the union government has imposed Hindi. Remember, the names that have been given to these bills, of course, it is in Hindi and it's a mix of Sanskrit as well. It's the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita Bill, the Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita Bill and the Bharatiya Sakshya Bill. These are the names that have been given to the bills which will repeal the IPC, CRPC and the Indian Evidence Act. And lawyers, of course, a group of lawyers in Tamil Nadu, of course, say that this is nothing but Hindi imposition, and also raising concerns about the manner in which this will be implemented if at all it gets passed in the parliament. So this, of course, is what is happening outside the Madras High Court.
New bills to replace the Indian Penal Code, Criminal Procedure Code and the Indian Evidence Act have been introduced in the parliament on 11/8/2023 without any prior public discussion on the proposed bill. The height of national outcry over the raging violence and huge loss of life in Manipur over the past 2 months, and to divert the national attention away from Manipur.
The protest is essentially the new amendments brought in by the fascist BJP government on the last day of the parliament session. These amendments are not is acceptable to the entire Indian community. They are portraying a proposal to divide this country on the language as well as various political ideologies, which is not acceptable. We need a united India, and which has to be accepted by the procedures contemplated under the Constitution. This amendment brought in by the government is against the Constitution, so we want this has to be recalled.
But it's not just the renaming, right? But if it is implemented, it could cause chaos for the justice system.
Essentially, it is going to be a chaotic one. There is no necessary at this stage. This need to be consulted. There should be a wide consultation should have happened, and taking the interest of the various stakeholders like bar councils, parliamentarians, the people in large. That exercise has not been done. This has been brought in an hurried manner to divert some of the issues which BJP is facing. So we strongly condemn, and we want this amendment to be withdrawn.
Strong objections being raised against the move of the government to introduce these three bills, essentially repealing the IPC, CRPC and the Indian Evidence Act, and also renaming it in Hindi and Sanskrit. What are your demands that you are placing at this point?
Yeah, we are very much shocked when these bills were introduced all of a sudden by Home Minister Amit Shah on 11/8/2023 in Parliament, where the Manipur issue was banning. All of a sudden, without any due announcement to the public or the legal fraternity, these three bills were introduced. Now, the name of the three bills are in Hindi and Sanskrit, which we feel is a direct imposition of Hindi. Because the tradition is all the bills in Lok Sabha or Parliament, the Rajya Sabha or any state legislation is introduced under Article 348 in English only. So this is a clear-cut, direct the imposition of Hindi, we feel. And they are testing the waters in India about the 80 crore population, the majority population who are not speaking Hindi or Sanskrit. 1. 2, there is no compelling necessity to introduce these bills. These three laws, IPC, CRPC and Evidence Act, stood the test of time for the last 150 years. And periodically amendments have been made to face the situation. And even CRPC broadly amended and repealed and replaced by new CRPC in 1973. There is no compulsion to introduce these bills all of a sudden. If at all there is any necessity, the new government which is going to assume after parliamentary election shall have to decide it. Until the date, this bill should be deferred or withdrawn by the union government.
The renaming aspect of it aside, what are the implications of this bill for the judicial system? Because there's a complete overhaul.
It is like a Tamil proverb is, this is only a old wine in a new bottle. There is no radical changes, just they are reshuffling the various sections one. But they are also endangering the rights of people. Now, they can remand an accused only for 15 days only. It is flexibly lengthened to 60 or 90 days, which will vastly affect the innocent citizens of poor citizens of India. One example. For women also they are relaxing. Women cannot be arrested after 6 p.m. and 7 a.m. in the morning. They are going to amend it. For compelling necessity, they can be arrested. These are all very bad signs. So there should be a elaborate discussion before introducing these bills again.
With video journalist Daniel, this is Shilpa Nair in Chennai today.